start open? Can you start open? All right. It's just there. The sand or promenade. Do you want to leave me your trolley and go? Just dump it later. Yeah, all right, Brendo's coming towards you. What's your shot for you?
Okay. Okay, drop me a picture. You're not letting anyone on the sidewalk go around, mate. That's right.
Is this your restaurant? Did you have access to the back right here?
No.
My wife and child are
Nice.
Can we go to the back of the ice cream shop? We're here.
Hey, are they letting you go back towards the road? Can you get out of there at all? At all? Thank you. I've got no journo, but just let me know when you come to me, okay? No, Masila is not here yet. I'm still looking for her. No, I don't have Masila yet. She is not here. I don't know where she is. I'm trying to get her.
Watch out. Good evening to you, Georgie. I can, and I'm just going to go straight into some breaking news that we've been told within the last few minutes or so from police officers. To anyone around this area, do not come. From what we've been told, I'm just going to show you the bridge here behind me where we understand this shooting to happen is right now being examined for possible live detonators. That means potentially live bombs hidden on that bridge right now that police, the riot squad, the tactical operations unit are right now combing through trying to find. As you can see as well, you've got a number of ambulances that are coming in and out, taking a number of patients. From what we understand, the number of people potentially that have been affected is more than 20. Can't confirm exactly how many of those are alive and how many are still being treated in hospital or here at the scene, but we understand up to 20 people have been affected by this terrible shooting here this afternoon. As you can also see above me, you might be able to hear it, the police helicopter has been swirling above us for the last half an hour or so since we've been here. I also imagine trying to see if that can detect anything to help the officers right now on the ground who are trying to find those potential detonators, Georgie.
I mean, it's an active situation down here in terms of there's a lot of information flying around and it's very hard to get things confirmed. But what we do know is that police are saying that those active shooters have been neutralised, and that's the sort of police term that we're...
Yeah, Georgie, I can confirm that one of the shooters is dead and two other civilians who were on the beach at the time have been confirmed dead. Another shooter has been taken to hospital, I understand, still alive. Unable to confirm exactly what condition he's in, but we know that he is alive. And as I mentioned before, I've been told, Georgie, that death toll is going to climb. Unsure how many, some I've been told maybe 10, maybe even 15, and another 12 people injured. Now, we haven't been told or given any confirmation, but we do know that there was some sort of Hanukkah celebration at the beach at the time, but at this stage there's no confirmation on whether that was linked or whether they were targeted or anything like that.
It's just saying there's cops at the bridge now.
can.
Which one of
She. No.
Shot the girl. What, jumped on. Look at this. She's got it now. The guy with the shooter basically. One guy jumped on him basically, took his gun down.
I've got someone who might be able to talk about it.
Look at that shit, man. Fucking balls he's got. Fucking balls he's got.
Do you want to come to me? Do you want to come to me?
Fucking balls he's got.
He took his gun off him and shot him.
Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. He didn't shoot him. Unfucking believable.
Anyone that says free Palestine, this is their fault.
Bystander.
Wow.
Aussies have got blood on their hands.
Do you mind if we just ask you a question? Just give us 1 second.
No, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
What would you like to ask?
We're just gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna ask you about the video you've just watched and what you thought. Just your reaction.
Around the social media, obviously, like a lot of videos sending through.
1 second, I'll let you know when we're on.
All right, sure.
Thank you
No
so
problem.
much. Give me 1 minute.
No problem.
Yeah.
So good. I'll speak and I'll speak. Are you okay?
I do indeed, Georgie. Good evening. Yeah. That's right. I'm here with this man who's actually just watched that video. Take us through what you saw.
Oh, my name is Alexander. I live in Bondi Beach. Well, obviously in social media, a lot of videos going through, and there was a heroic by a good Samaritan Australian that jumped on the gun. One of the gunmen put him down, basically took the gun, was pointing the gun at him, but didn't shoot him because he didn't want to take the law to his own hands. Which I think is the right thing to do, basically, because he can't do that stuff, basically, just to shoot because he had a shooter. But in that case, it was all humanity judgment. It could have been the opposite. But all I want to say, like, basically, like a safe recovery for the injured. It's a sad day to Australia and a sad day to humanity. I've been in Australia for 31 years. I never thought ever in my life that something like that going to happen and come from what I've seen in the Middle East and all the areas there, like in that area with them.
And sorry to cut you off, but you mentioned that you said it was quite heroic in such a moment of terror. That small act
100%.
could possibly make such a big difference.
It does, because if he didn't stop him, he could have taken another few lives and moved forward. Like, you know, it's a moment of insanity and also courage under fire to go and do something like that, you know. So it's like, God bless him, man, you know, like we had a man like that, basically, that put his own life at risk to save some more life, basically, not escalate it to the even next level. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alexander. Georgie, as I mentioned earlier, the scene to my right here is still very much active. You can see it's still closed off for several kilometres here this evening. As I mentioned, that operation right now on the bridge is still underway, and in fact it keeps going. We keep seeing more and more police officers and tactical operations unit arriving here and going inside, and we've been told that once that operation is over, we will be given that update, but for now it is ongoing. And a reminder to anyone who's thinking of coming to this area to stay away. Of course, there are still several dozen people here tonight who have been here all afternoon and who are staying for any updates, and a message to those people from police is to try and stay as far away as you possibly can. Yeah, that's exactly right, Georgie. Now, as we understand it, one of the shooters was actually based on that bridge. It's hard to see from where we're standing right now, but one of those shooters was based on that bridge. And from what police tell us, they believe that there was some sort of detonators or potential detonators that were left or placed there at some point, and that is what they're right now trying to find and essentially remove from the area so that they can begin their investigation into what's happened here this afternoon. But for now, as I mentioned, it's still very much active because they're yet to locate what they believe are those potential and potentially active detonators. No exact update yet, to be quite honest with you. Even as we arrived about 45 minutes ago, there was still a number of people who were being taken away. So I imagine that number's going to keep increasing. But from what I've been told, potentially more than 10 people dead and more than 12 people injured. And that's the rough number at this very early stage, not having been able to count exactly how many people are in hospital right now. We understand there have been a number of people being taken to a number of hospitals right across Sydney, not just St Vincent's that's near here at Bondi. They're being taken right across Sydney because of the sheer number of people that have been injured or impacted by this event here tonight. I'm sure you can hear it, Georgie, that helicopter that I mentioned to you earlier still circulating, and that's an indicator that that operation that I've been telling you that is still ongoing, but that because we've been told that helicopter is very much a part of that police operation. And if I take you around, you can see the number of people that have been here since this incident happened this afternoon. Now, of course, police have told us to try and urge as many people to stay away as possible, but all of these people have actually been here for most of the afternoon and have seen most of what's unfolded here this afternoon. Thank you.
Oh, we've got so much talent.
Good evening to you, Georgie. I'm just going to pick up for Damo. He actually doesn't have an earpiece in, so he can't hear your question. But Damo, Georgie on the line, she's just asked about those people who've deceased. We know that there's two people, and then a third potentially the shooter. What have you heard from what you saw?
Well, I've spoken to someone who witnessed the shooting and how it ended. He said a policewoman shot dead. One of the men. There was another man that was shot dead, not shot. But fatally wounded. They tried to work on him, there was no good. And then a third person basically surrendered. Locals jumped on him and tried to give him a hiding, but police stepped in and threw him in the back of a paddy wagon. But enough said about those three people. What we did see down there, on a beautiful Sunday night, Bondi Beach, incredible.
You were there quite early.
There, families there, little children wounded, blood all over them. There was a man that I spoke to who had blood all over his head. He saw and heard the gunman. He heard the gunman first, then saw the gunman. He took cover. There was about 300 people there at the Hanukkah festival, a Hanukkah festival for children. And in his situation, he was so panicked, grabbed his children, couldn't find his wife, took cover, and then managed to get out unscathed. Except for, of course, he had a blood on his head, but he was lucky. And he said he saw so many dead bodies around him. Then we saw paramedics. We saw a policeman driving ambulances away because they needed the paramedics on the ground to deal with all the casualties. And they were rushing to hospital. Then I saw, as I said, I saw children. I saw an elderly woman. They obviously they worked on her, it was no good, and they covered her face, knowing that she was not going to make it. It was insane.
You've been doing this job for more than 30 years now, not only in Sydney but all around the world. I guess in your time and in your experience, have you ever seen anything like this?
Yeah, I have seen many things like this, but not when it's in my backyard. So, yeah, it was tough, but much tougher for all these people. And they all asked why, everyone was asking that. There were Jewish leaders down there trying to calm the masses, but, it was hectic, it was seriously hectic. And the paramedics were run off their feet. An incredible sign, a symbol that you'll see later of the photographs of the wounded being carried out on surfboards because there weren't enough stretchers. And, that sort of sums it all up, doesn't it? The most famous beach in the world, and you've got this bloody mayhem. So it was tough, and now the good news is that the 3 people have been accounted for. We've got one still alive that can explain himself, hopefully, and then you've got a community, not just a Jewish community, you've got all over Australia, I'm sure, feeling for what's happened here today.
And as I mentioned to the viewers and to you a little bit earlier, it's not over yet. It's still an ongoing situation. They're not out of the danger zone yet, and it's already been several hours.
No, we don't know. There's talk of a device left at the scene, because if anyone knows North Bondi, you've got these bridges, walk bridges, which go over the car park, and that's where the 3 gunmen were. There was like a shooting gallery, just taking aim, semi-automatic, and that's why, people have said to me, Damien, there was 100 shots fired. And you can imagine, in firing 100 shots into a large group of people, you're going to pick people off, and that's what they did. It was extraordinary. This will take a long time. This time of the year, how many years ago was the Link Cafe? It was around this time of the year, and Sydney was in mourning for what went on in the heart of the city. Now we're on one of our most famous beaches, and a tragedy has really played out here.
You got here pretty quickly to have seen so much of it firsthand. How quickly did you get here?
I was here probably about 15 minutes. I think the shooting started around 7:15. I was here by probably 7:10. And so by that time it was over, thank God. But there was still a lot of panic. People were still running because people didn't know, how many gunmen are. They'd yell out, how many gunmen? I said, I don't know. And I said to the police, how many gunmen? They said, we don't know, Dave. And so once they worked it out that they had the 3 people involved, they were dealt with. So now we're going to go through this. This is going to be a crime scene for probably 3 days, 4 days. We're getting so close to Christmas. Yes, so close to Christmas. And you're going to be burying people. You're going to have people in hospital. Yeah, it's wicked.
And Yeah, exactly right. You're obviously local from the eastern suburbs. Take us through the community here, how tight-knit it is and how much this is going to affect and shake this community.
Oh, the Jewish community, have had a wicked time, haven't they? It's not been fun times for them. And it is a very close community. I mean, the Jewish community and the locals, even the local surfing community, they all cross-pollinate. We're all together. And I think that the Jewish community have always feared something like this. In fact, I must remember there was one man that I spoke to, and I'm sure you'll see his interview tonight. He's the man he's got blood on his head and he's got a bandage swathed around his head, and he was the one with the wife and the 2 kids. He was in Israel and survived October 7. He was there. And said he came here recently to sort of help the Jewish community in Australia. And wow. And now he's been caught up in this.
Damien Ryan, one of, I'm sure many viewers know, 9 News senior reporter who got here quite early, Georgie, as he's mentioned, and he's seen so much of this and spoken to so many people who were affected by it. Now, we are expecting an update from police within the next 5 minutes or so, potentially on the number of casualties, the number of people injured, as well as an update on that ongoing operation that we've mentioned, and we'll bring those details to you, Georgie, as they come.
1 is dead and another is in custody. There are images of him being put into a back of a paddy wagon. As for the casualties, I'm not surprised of that death toll, because I spoke to people who were on the ground and said there were many, many people who'd been mortally wounded. Can you hear me, Georgie? Sorry, but there's a bit of a southerlies coming in as we speak. And so, as I said, it was about 6:45. It was Hanukkah, a special festival, basically for families, of course, at this time of the year. And there was no doubt, police aren't going to confirm it just yet, but you don't have to be. Yes, you do, Georgie. I can, as you can say, let's go back to when I first arrived and what we saw. The thing that I could not believe was just locals, with carrying surfboards, carrying people to the ambulances. I mean, that's how dire this situation was. And so many people were wounded. People I spoke to their heads wrapped in bandages after being obviously, wounded. But there were so many people in need of help. And there was no doubt that the emergency services were stretched. It was a Sunday evening, a beautiful Sunday evening at Bondi Beach, the iconic Bondi Beach. The good thing is that the police station is literally 500 metres away, so the men and the women of the police force were quick on the ground. We know that a female police officer was one who helped it bring an end to this. She is understood to have fired a shot, but now we understand that 2 other police officers were wounded in what probably was a gun battle. We'll get to the bottom of that at some point. But and then you have, you can't see me now, but just literally 150 metres from behind me is the bridge, the walk bridge, where the gunmen used their, took aim. And as I said before, it was like a shooting gallery, just shooting madly, frantically, disgustingly into a large crowd of people. And as I said, there was many, many families in that, and there is no doubt that children have been either killed or badly wounded in this dreadful situation. No, had no idea. No idea, Ali. People, as you were driving in, people were running out. You can understand that because they heard the gunshots, and they didn't know where they were really coming from, who was firing them, and who was being shot at. And so a lot of people just ran from the beach and cleared out, and it was the right thing to do, no doubt. Allowing the emergency services people to get here, those police officers, those crucial police officers who were here, who brought an end to this tragedy as quickly as they could. But yeah, it was
chaotic. As I was walking in, I'd say to people, what's going on? And they're going, there's sound, there's gunfire everywhere. We don't know where it's coming from, but we've got to get out of here. And of course, that was the exact thing they needed to do. And there were so many people that have been scarred by this. A lot of people in this Bondi community, the Jewish community, anyone who is here today, tourists at this famous beach, they're going to think, wow, what just happened here today? Well, the Special Tactical Response Group here, they were the ones who zeroed in on that, whatever it was, where it was a parcel or where it was a bag. Of course, you have to take every precaution. At the moment, that area is still sealed off, so I suspect they're still having a look to see what it is. The bomb squad will come in and examine that it looks like a small bag, I think. What I have seen is the guns. There's images that I've seen of the guns that were left on the ground. They were, like, I'm not a gun expert, they were big guns. They were, looked like a semi-automatic rifle. So these guys were armed to the teeth. If they had a device, well, thankfully, thank God, they did not trigger. If it was a device, they didn't trigger it. But they will take extra precautions here. That's why we're well back. We're about 300 metres from the scene at the moment, and I suspect it's going to be like this for quite some time.
What's your name?
My name is Rias.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Sorry?
Spell?
Yes, RIWAS.
What did you see here today?
Me, I am very shocked. I am in Australia since just 2 days, and it's my first time in the beach. I go in the beach and I look 2 men, gun, me, I don't scared because I am crazy. Donc I go look, before one car, I'm cashed. I look, one man issue, fight everything. It's amazing. It's the first time I look this in my life. Sorry, but not my wife.
How scared were you?
Sorry?
How scared were you?
I scared. I look sniper. There is 2 men sniper in the pond white, and he shoot. No, shotgun. Me, I look. I am shocked and I go run. One mother. There is one.
Pregnant.
Yes, pregnant. Sleep in the slot. No gun, just in head. I look one mother. Me, I will left the mother. I say go. I pay for you 1 bottle water. It's no one problem. Go. No scared. I say this. I bought this. I go in the McDonald's. I pay 1 bottle. My girl is dead today.
Did you ever think you'd see something like this in Sydney?
In Sydney? What? Sorry?
Did you ever think you would see something like this in Sydney?
Yes.
Are you surprised that this is
yes, I am surprised. It's in Australia. For me, I go in Australia. I play football in Western Sydney FC. Look, in League 1. I play football 2 days. The first time I want to go to beach and I look this. I am shocked.
Is this going to make you not want to come back to the beach over summer? Are you scared?
No, I'm come back. It's not one problem, but there is security in the Bondi Beach. It's not possible. 2 men. He say 2 sniper and bim. No, there is just 1 circle of security, you know. And me, no problem. I'm come back in Australia, in Bondi Beach, in Koji Beach, Jervis Bay, every the beach.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much.
Just leave this with me, okay? Go on, take it away. You did.
forces guys